everyone, welcome to Backbenchers Coding. In this Android tutorial, we will learn how to switch activities in Android and pass data between them. So let us see what an intent is. An intent is an asynchronous message object which you can use to request an action from another app component. So for example, here the first activity has a button called click to start. When the user clicks on this button, the intent takes you to the second activity and shows you the corresponding screen. Now let us look at the types of intents. The first type is explicit intents. Here it is used to start a component in your own app and destination activity is known. Now let us see the mechanism how it works. For example, an activity A of an app calls start activity method, which in turn calls intent, and the intent calls onCreate method of activity B of the same app. Now the next type of intent is implicit intent. Now implicit intent is used to start a component from another app. Let us see its mechanism. Suppose we have two apps, app 1 and app 2. So activity A of app 1 calls start activity, in turn calls intent, and intent communicates with Android system. The Android system then passes the message to another intent which calls onCreate method of activity A of app 2. So let me give an overview to you what we are going to do here exactly. So I have this first screen in front of me which says this is the first activity, and here I have an edit box which says enter a message to be passed to the next activity. So for example, if I pass a message like hello, this is Backbenchers Coding, then it should display this message in the second activity on clicking on the send button. Yes, it displays this message, hello, this is Backbenchers Coding, on the second activity. So let's implement this, and for that open your Android Studio. Start a new Android Studio project. Give it a name as Android Intent. Select a company domain and a project location as well. Click on next. Select phone and tablet and click on next. Now here select empty activity and click on next. Now the activity name is main activity. Uncheck the checkbox of generate layout file and click on finish. So let's start our emulator now. Go to this icon of AVD manager, click on it and hit on this play button. So our emulator has been started. Go back to Android Studio. Now here in the resource folder, create a new folder. Go to new directory and give that folder a name layout. Now this layout folder will keep a track of all the views which we are going to use in our application. So let's create our first view. Right click on layout, new layout resource file and give it a name as activity underscore main. Select root element as linear layout and click on OK. Now here our activity underscore main.xml has been generated. Here we require a text view which says that this is our first activity. So let's create it. The width should be wrap content, height should be wrap content. Give it a text as this is first activity. Like this, give it a text size which is 25 sp, scale independent pixel. Now give it a gravity as center to make it appear at the center of the screen. Now give it a margin top of 50 sp. Next we create an edit text from which the user will give an input. So write edit text over here in this tag, width as wrap content, height as wrap content. Now here we provide a hint which says that enter a message to be passed to the next activity, and we provide this with an ID and its ID is edit text underscore message. And next we create a button. So its width would be wrap content, height would be wrap content. Give its text as send, give it an ID as button underscore send, and next give it a margin top which is optional and give it a gravity as center. Even this is optional. So activity underscore main will look like this. This looks fine. Now let's create another activity in the layout folder. So right click on it, new layout resource folder, give it a name as activity underscore second and select its root element as linear layout and click on OK. So our activity underscore second.xml has been generated. Go to its text tab. Here we will create two text views. One which says that this is our second activity. Give it a text as this is second activity. Give its text size as 25 sp and give its gravity as center and margin top as 50 sp. Next we create another text view which will display our message passed from the first activity. So width as wrap content, height also as wrap content, give it a text as message, give it a text size as 25 sp, give it gravity as center and give its id as text view underscore receive. And we are done with our second XML file as well. Let us now connect these activities to our controller files. So for that, go to main activity and under the method on create we will write set content view method and pass as parameters r.layout.activity underscore main. And now we create a second activity for our second XML file. Go to our package, new Java class and create a second activity over here. Click on OK. Now this second activity should extend app compact activity and override its method. For that, right click over here, go to generate override method and select on create method and click on OK. Now here also we will write set content view method and pass as parameters r.layout.activity underscore second. So after this, go to main activity. Next we create class variables for each of these controls and under this create class variable for edit text and give it a name as message edit text and do this for button as well and write its name as send button. Now we connect these variables to our XML controls using find view by id. So message edit text equals to edit text within brackets find view by id r.id.edit text underscore message and do the same for button as well. So send button equals button find view by id r.id.button underscore send. Now since it's a button, we need to implement on click listener over here. So go here and write implement view dot on click listener. Now since it's an interface, we need to implement its method. So you see this red bulb over here, press it and go to implement methods and click on OK. Now to provide click functionality to this send button, what we do here is we write send button dot set on click listener in which we pass the parameter the context of this activity this and within this on click method will provide the actual functionality to this button. So create a variable of type string and name it as message equals message edit text dot get text dot toString. Next we create an intent object, intent equals new intent and pass as parameters the context of this activity which is main activity dot this and second parameters as the URL of the second class which is second activity dot class. And now we use a function called put extra with this intent like this intent dot put extra. This function will send our message and here we create a key as message and pass this message to this key. Now this message will be stored in this key and this key will be used in the second activity where we'll get this content. So we'll start this activity by using the function start activity and pass within parameters intent. We are done with this and now let get us this intent in our second activity. For that, go to second activity. Now create a class variable of the type text view result underscore text view where we are going to set this result and now connect it to the XML text view. Write result underscore text view equals to text view find view by id r.id dot text view underscore receive. Now we are going to get our intent by using the function get intent dot get extras like this and we are going to save this message in a bundle object like this. Now bundle is used to share data between activities. So what we are going to do here is we are going to take another string variable as result and store our message which we had previously stored in bundle by get and we are going to pass the key which I previously mentioned over here and write toString method. We are going to set this result in our text view. So for that, result underscore text view dot set text as result. So we are done with the second activity as well. Now let's register our activities in the manifest folder. So for that, go to android manifest.xml. Our first activity has been already registered. To register our second activity, go to our activity tab, give its name as second activity and close this tab. So we are done with our application. Let us run it. For that, click on the play button and select OK. So here is our output, and if we wish to write a message like hello everyone and hit on the send button, so our second activity will show you the output. So if you like our video, please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.